And looks like INexorable might be on a new team. Okay. I will have to confirm with INexorable, but spawning in the right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the red Protoss player for Storm Gaming. It is MindelVK. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the yellow Terran player, the Brazilian Terran. Looks like now representing Eximius Gaming, it is INexorable. Go again. INexorable for a long time was on Platinum Heroes, then switched on over to Alien Esports, then was on Little Fairy, but now looks like is on Eximius. I don't know if this is just temporary or a permanent thing. Eximius Gaming, of course, is a Brazilian team. They have a lot, if not most, of the Brazilian players, and INexorable may have joined their ranks. Have joined them. So far, so good. Do have initial openers. When it comes to INexorable's play in this matchup, he's typically an aggressive player. He's very aggressive, very in your face. MindelVK on the flip side here is a little bit more mid-game oriented instead, so I feel like we're going to have our roles already chosen here. INexorable being the aggressor. I say that is going to be opening up double gas into a faster CC, so an economic start from INexorable, but we'll see where he takes us from here. Likewise, it's been a while since I've casted MindelVK. Like, it's been far too long. He has been a little bit less active as a player. I mean, I say that, he's been active in other ways, of course. He's been doing a lot of streaming, organizing a lot of tournaments, and has been playing a lot of 2v2 and StarCraft Evolution as well. So MindelVK, again, has been active in other aspects of StarCraft. A little bit less in 1v1, but I do appreciate covering him whenever we can. And we'll see how he compares. Always hard to judge kind of players from different regions. He does move in. Oh, gonna be deflected. We have our initial take of choice. Gonna be a Twilight Council opener out of MindelVK. Does open Twilight Council. Likewise, the INexorable back at home going for his own 1-1-1. Nothing crazy. There's no second racks. There's no second factory. So far, we're kind of calming down, getting into our games. Nothing crazy yet. As it is gonna be Blink. Blink out of Mindel. We're expecting a third gateway into a third base, but we'll see if Mindel decides to be a little bit greedier or more safe. Our eyes are on the gate count and on the potential robo. Speaking of, there it is. Robo gets thrown down in the main. Got my attention. Robo is thrown down. We have an extra gateway in the main base as well. So it is 3-gate Blink. Okay, so very safe play here by Mindel. 3-gate Blink, Robo on 2 bases, taking both gases as well, all before the third. So very safe play by MindelVK. This would be a sign for INexorable to start working towards his own third base as well. There's a lower chance that aggression is going to work against this, but for now, going for his own mind trap. INexorable has yet to confirm what's going on. You can see his Hellions checking for the third on the left-hand side. And the job will confirm no third base on the right either. The drop is coming in. Mindel does pull away in time. What's a little bit scary here is that the MindelVK doesn't go into the main. So INexorable, he does not scout the main base. We can see as one probe, it should be going down. Oh, the retargeting. One probe goes down, and meanwhile we have a Bay on 2 bases. Now we see what the double gas was for the faster Bay, not for faster Storm, for faster Colossus production. Jesus. Now Mindel is expanding, but this is a very late expansion, as this is just very safe play from MindelVK. And again, INexorable's not fully aware. He's drawing down extra Raxes. Getting to his eBay, getting to +1. At least in INexorable, he saw the lack of third, so he has an idea. But again, this second bunker is overkill. I guess technically, based on what he's seen, he may assume it's a 2-base all-in, but again, that's a rarity in this matchup. Yeah, INexorable, he's very scared. He might think it's 4-gate Blink. True. He might think it's 4-gate Blink Stalker. So INexorable, he is ready for aggression. He's got double bunker on the low ground. He's got double tank on the high ground. He's got his Marines in position. He's got his Raven as well. Like, he is set up to defend against nothing because Mindel didn't open aggressively. He opened safely. He opened a little more tech heavy, I should say. Now he's slowly getting a third base. It's a late third, but he's getting it nonetheless. And there's a scan. Now he sees. Now he sees a Colossus. Now INexorable knows. Now I realize what's been going on. Sees a Colossus, like, hold up. What's been happening? Here comes the mass salvage on the bunkers. Now we can unsiege. Now we can start to move out. But Mindel, he's stabilizing. Like, he's getting away with this. CC's halfway done. Oh, that's a fast second starboard. Okay. I mean, that will help deal with the Colossus, of course, for Vikings. So INexorable is getting into the mid game. INexorable, he's stuck with this army and he has to do something with it. So far, staying at home. Nope. So INexorable does catch the Observer. Again, we're just building up on 3 bases. I'll say that Mindel is now a little bit late to expand and get a 4th. True. Where's that 4th base as we're getting into the mid game? As Mindel, before he expands and gets a 4th, he's taking up into Storm. So again, just really tech heavy here for Mindel. He delayed his 3rd for Colossus and he's delaying his 4th for Storm. And this is more ideal if the Terran player's in your face, but okay, he comes in on siege. INexorable may move out. We'll see if he can hit before Storm finishes. Storm should soon be on the way. Templar morphing in. Where's Storm? Where's the Storm? We got the money for it. Getting into Archons. INexorable does push forward. His goal is to knock down a 4th that doesn't exist. Which is still better for INexorable. Where's the 4th base? The armies are gonna clash. A missile goes up, and INexorable, he can just overwhelm. He can overwhelm the army. Like, Mindel, he's not set up to be aggressive like this. He's been going for a safer start, a safer setup to be more defensive. Unless he tries to move out, he gets completely shut down, and INexorable, he will be able to run away with this. He was looking for a fight, he got it. Again, based on Mindel's build, like, he was set up to just be more defensive, to slowly expand, to get a 4th base, but he did not get a 4th. Instead, he moved out, he got caught out in the open, and INexorable is running away with this. He's running away with this. There's no splash damage. Remember, Storm was never researched. Colossus count was reset. And INexorable. He's going for it. He's sending it back. He's sending it. Rally in, back, rally in. Trying to counterattack with a prism. And I believe there's going to be one Colossus to defend. There's still a couple of Vikings left over. There we go, Vikings do lift. And the Colossus, there we go, the Colossus does go down. Once again, we can land. You can land, and INexorable, he has done it, he has broken MindelVK. There is nothing else here. And again, a really interesting setup and build of choice from Mindel. We'll get into it. INexorable. He sims forward again. There's 2 Zealots left. There's a couple of Stalkers remaining. There's just no standing army. The Colossus has arrived. Let's go. Does pull the voice. We're getting a little bit desperate. MindelVK. 10 probes there, pulling the boys. And he will lose everything. Lose everything here. Oh, we got some EMPs as well. Just in case. So he backs up. He has to wait for reinforcements. We have Vikings on the way. We have Ghosts on the way. 2-2 on the horizon as well. 4 CCs floating over. I mean, there are ways to try to recover in this. Now we have Storm. now we start researching Storm. It's too late. It's too late for that, man. It's too little too late for that, unfortunately. There was a window or timing for that later, or sorry, earlier, I should say. Earlier on, far earlier on. But again, it's come and gone. Believes in the power of Storm. Storm's pretty good. This is pretty good if we can get it. EB goes up. Jesus. Vikings, they just go to town. And once again, there's just no support for the Colossus. They're pulling one after the other. Both Colossus full. And GG gets pulled, and INexorable does take a lead in the series. Does take game number 1. GG. Ooh, GG, well played. And again, just really, I almost want to say timid play by MindelVK here. Remember, Mindel, he intentionally delayed his natural. He delayed his third. He delayed his third base. He delayed his fourth base as well, which I do think can work really well if your opponent's going for a 2-base all-in, right? If INexorable was going for a 2-base all-in, then Mindel would have been ready for that, would have been set up beautifully for that. But INexorable expanded. He expanded once he realized that his opponent was being very safe. Then he decided to just get a third CC, build up on 3 bases, even get a fourth as well, and work towards a longer and later game. And over time, he just outscaled his opponent thanks to a greater economy. Mindel, again, he's kind of set himself behind a little bit there by staying on the lower economy as well. So yeah, and his play seemed very scared. But now we're getting to our next game. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our red Protoss. Besides from gaming, down in the series, it is MindelVK. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Brazilian Terran player. We have the yellow Terran representing his team is gaming. It is INexorable. Sure, Terrans, they love showering the storms. True. They do love it. They love it. If you weren't here last night for the show match between Tasia and Classic, I do recommend it, because Yo, Blue Storm. There were. Let me tell you, there were a lot of storms on Blue Storm, man. A lot of storms. It was crazy. It's crazy. I do recommend it. Tasia versus Classic on Blue Storm was a banger. Bang. So now this time we have an economic start from, or say that opener out of MindelVK. Once again, we have a tech-heavy start out of INexorable. Double gas into a faster factory. We'll see where he takes us. We'll see how our players do adjust. As we are now going to be expanding CC on the high ground. INexorable playing it safe. I mean, hey, he's ahead. Does have a lead. So Optim played safe. And we'll see if Mindel's going to be a little bit more assertive this time. Again, it felt like he was playing scared against INexorable in game 1. I would hope to see something more assertive or something more confident, whether it's economic or not. Oh, Mindel. I hope the game 1 was a bit of a wake-up call for that. Gotta be confident, Pac. Gotta be confident. Builds are underway. There's Cloak. Behind this one into Cloak. So getting into Cloak Banshee. So far unscouted. Checking the vision here, there is no sentry. Uh-oh, no sentry, no hallucination. Not yet. Apparently Minnow in the dark. INexorable, he does want that pylon. Ooh, the MindelVK taking a lot of hits though. Oh no, MindelVK goes down, no high ground vision, and with that, MindelVK, he does hold. Does defend. INexorable just getting a little bit too greedy. Was not worth it. Blink is almost done. It is going to be 3-gate Blink. 3-gate Blink Stalker. Oof. Pylon does go down. It's a pylon. Mindel kiting back. Oof. Does cut away in time, and he will clean this up without losing any additional soldiers. Nice control. Nice control out of Mindel, and there it is, third base. Let's go. We have a 3-gate opener, 3-gate Blink into a third expansion. There's no 2 gases, there's no Bay, there's no Colossus on 2 bases. No, none of that. Is claiming his third. So compared to last game, MindelVK, his economy is going to be on point. I may have spoken too soon. She has arrived. She does get in. Oh. Gets caught out by the Stalkers though. That was not worth it for INexorable. You got what, 1 probe if that? INexorable moving out. He's a little bit committed here. I don't know if we can really get much done with this army. He's trying to catch out any Stalkers. Middle expands. INexorable throwing down 3 more ranks behind this. Okay. Getting to a 5-rack setup. Tanks going for the ramp. At the same time, MindelVK, he does bypass the entire army. I believe, I don't think he's aware. Oh, he's looking. Does find him. It does come in from behind, diving on the tanks. He gets one. He gets one, and oh god, he's gonna get punished though. That's a lot of stalkers falling. Jesus, he does get both tanks. Those are expensive trades here for MindelVK. Got plenty of weapons though. Jesus. He's on AK ways. V10. He does counterattack. Catching out more reinforcements. These are vanilla Marines, I just realized. No stim. Wait, what? There we go. Stim just now beginning, getting stim, combat shields. We have the 5-rack setup, but again, it does feel like these upgrades are delayed. They have been delayed because of the Cloak Banshee. And they're finally paid for themselves. Banshee, they get into the main. Getting 8 probe kills, not bad. They make up for the first Banshee. The army is forced back home for a moment, but I do like this from MindelVK. I mean, the killer instincts. Remember, everything here, the tech has all been delayed because of the build of choice from INexorable. That's why there's no stim, there's no +1, there's no combat shields. I mean, INexorable, he is vulnerable right now. Drop into the main. Does cause a distraction. Deny stim. Yeah, stim is denied. Pushing up the ramp, getting on top of the first tank. First tank goes down. And GG. GG gets called. He pulls the INexorable apart, and MindelVK ties up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. We're going to the ace match here again. Just a really rocky start here from INexorable. Coming in quite hard to his initial Cloak Banshee, and even though towards the end they got some damage done, the downside there was, of course, he had everything else delayed. Delayed upgrades, delayed bio, he had no bunker, no safety bunker at the natural base either, and he also lost 2 tanks as he pushed out across the map. So again, just overly aggressive there from INexorable. Wasn't worth it, did not pay off, and with that, we're going to the ace match. With that, we're going to game 3, and we're going to be loading into Golden Aura. Now, not for the first time. I didn't get to mention it last time, but Golden Aura is one of the, I say new maps. It's an older map in the map pool, but it is added to this season's map rotation. For OSC tournaments, they have the standard ladder maps, true, but they also have maps that are voted on by the player base. There are 3 maps added: Sandworm, Golden Aura, and Oceanborn. Those are the 3 maps that have been added to the map pool. That's why we're seeing some of these otherwise older maps. So we're voted on by the players. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Golden Aura, we have the red Protoss player. Representing Sidestorm Gaming, it is MindelVK. We go, and spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Brazilian Terran player. We have the yellow Terran, representing Eximius Gaming. It is INexorable. As last game, we had much more confident play out of Mindel, so I appreciate that. So I'm going 3-gate blink into a third, just having a greater economy. No fear. Not at all. As INex does go double gas. Once again, this can lead into Banshee play. I'm hoping we don't see that again, but it is going to be available to INexorable. Towards Banshees. Both Banshees specifically. So we are building up. First Reaper moves out. Again, Mindel, you went for a much more standard opener last game compared to the safetiness that we saw in game 1. Here in INexorable, he can go into Cloak Banshee play, he can even go into earlier Cyclone production, earlier tank production. We could see attempted 2-base all-in as well, which we haven't seen out of INexorable yet. But he's willing. We're now going into Reaper Hellion, an abundance of Reaper Hellion as well, so this is designed to get economic damage done. It's designed to try to bust into the mineral line, but so far MindelVK is working on his SimCity, working on his wall. We'll see if he can wall off in time. Oh, that is a second Rax. Okay. Let's go. Second, do we get a third Rax as well? Show us a third Rax. Gibbs, there it is. 3 Rax follow up here. 1 base all in out of INexorable. Now, to be fair, if you remember, I called this in Homono's game when Homono played, I think it was game 1. We saw the 3 Rax setup and Homono expanded. This is, I guess, not always an all in, but this is generally leading up to an all in into early stim. Early stim, early combat shields, early stim and bio timing with tank supports, and then you can pull the boys with this. Pull the boys. So far, one Stalker is not going to go down. Whew. But shield battery out of Mindel. Does hold, does defend. INexorable looking for another way in. Does at least scout the tech. Does scout the researching Twilight Council. How many gates are we on? So far, 2. Sorry, getting up to 3. So 3-gate blink, once again, the same build that we saw last game. Standard opener. Do we have a sentry? No. That's a little bit concerning. No sentry from MindelVK, and that means no scouting. Ay, ay, ay. Warp gate is now done. And if we don't warp in a sentry soon, then Mindel, he will not scout what's going on. He will not scout the sim timing that's coming his way. And that means he won't be out there to slow it down. No. As Mindel, he's getting a third base, going into a bay for Colossus production. And who hits first? Do the Colossus arrive in time, or does INexorable break Mindel? We're waiting for the upgrades, waiting for Stim. Stim, combat shields are halfway done. INexorable's almost there, and again, what's the scariest part about this is that Mindel, he still has not scouted. The Observer finally moving out, but I believe by the time he gets across the map, INexorable is already going to be across the map. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And there's the on siege. Mindel, he does not scout. Yeah, he doesn't scout the move out. Oh, he does see the boys. Okay, he does see the boys, he knows. Sees the boys, he's now aware. We need shield batteries. And we need to slow this down. Yeah, you can say, oh, yes, he blinks forward to slow this down because he's out of position. Oh, which is going to cost him a Stalker. Oh, barely not. But again, he's trying to pick away at the Marines. And he's already across the map. Gets 1, gets 2 shield batteries. And he's not going to be stopped. Yeah, he's not going to be stopped. The first Colossus is still on the way. Oh, it's one of the tanks. Tanks, there's a siege, getting us over the pylons, and the third base is forfeits. The natural base also has been broken. The Colossus is almost out. Almost. It'll help. But what's going to be left? Oh. Dragging down within range of the tanks. The base goes down. Boys are being pulled, MindelVK getting desperate. He blinks on forward, he gets 1. He gets 1 tank. Oh, good, but it's only going to be 1 tank. I say that's a lot of splash damage. Tanks to bring down the Stalkers, and there we go. He sims on in, takes down the Colossus. Colossus goes down, and GG. GG gets called, and INexorable pops off with a 2-base all-in, and he will claim the series. MindelVK is out of the OSC Elite Rising Star number 16. GG, well played. Again, MindelVK, he did not scout the all-in. He did not go for a sentry. He had no hallucination. He did not scout the main base. By the time the observer got across the map, the all-in was already coming at him. So again, just late scout out of MindelVK, late realization of the all-in. GG, well played. Congratulations here to INexorable, as he does claim the series.